Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. Hope y'all having a God bless Sunday on this beautiful, crispy winter Sunday afternoon. We got winter weather today, and I think somebody said tomorrow, the next day, we're going to get 70 degrees again. So I tell God, thank you for whatever weather He gives us. I hope y'all are taking advantage of your good weather if you're having it in your neck of the woods, as they say. Even if you got snow up to your elbows, give God the praise, the honor, and the glory. Hope you made it to church today and got a word, or that the word came to you some kind of way. I tell you, my word for today is give thanks. Give thanks in all things. Lift up those hands, honey, and just thank the Lord for waking you up this morning. Thank the Lord for that meal you're in that kitchen putting together, or the one that you're going to, or the one that you had last night, or even the one that you didn't have because you didn't have it. But you thank God anyway. So you said give thanks in all things, and let the Lord know that that we know why we exist. Our YouTube family, we know why we exist. That's to give the honor, the praise, and the glory, to keep those prayers going up, so that we might live and live more abundantly. So here today, as you can see, I've got chicken, my favorite thing to eat in the world. I've got some chicken drumsticks. Aren't they just beautiful and nice and meaty? I love these kind for baking. So I'm going to be making some chicken, and I don't want to mess. I hate to mess up words. I'm going to use this seasoning. I've already sprinkled a little bit of seasoning on, but it's chicken Masala, and that Brai, Brai. I'm going to take a step out on faith now and say that word. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that chicken seasoned. And before I go any further, let me say thank you to my my newfound Facebook sisters, Fatima Gadija. Hope I said your last name correct, Fatima Gadija, and Gadija Saidal Nordine. If I chewed your name up, baby, it wasn't because I didn't love you. Thank y'all so much for being so kind. They sent me a copy of their beautiful, wonderful cookbook. They live out of country. So if there's any kind of information, Fatima, Gadija, that people can order your book, send it to me and I'll put it up on my channel. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to give out any erroneous information right now, but they have a beautiful, wonderful cookbook. And oh my Lord, it has some of the most scrumptious recipes that you have ever seen. And I love curries, and they do all these wonderful, beautiful dishes with curry. And you know me, I'm one for doing experiments with recipes. I'll take somebody else's recipe and mix it in with my own, because you know we're about the flavor over here at the Howard residence. So just a peek, and I hope it's okay if I just give you a shout out like that. That's their beautiful, wonderful cookbook. That's Fatima and Gadija. Thank you all so much. And this is some of the spices that they put together for me. This first one here, I'm going to be using it today. And of course, you know, it's a little spicy. I love spicy, but all my babies and everything got to eat. So I don't want to I want you, because y'all know I'm going to use lots of the spice on there. And I'm sure the baby's lips might burn a little bit. So the way I'm going to cut the spice a little bit, I'm going to throw a little bit of brown sugar in there so those babies will be able to eat it. Okay, so let me just show y'all these. I have Masala Curry Powder Traditional. Now y'all know that's good. So I'm going to look. I'm a curry fiend when it comes to it, because see, I know this is the real deal. This is the real deal. This is Masala Curry Powder Spicy, and this is mild and spicy. So I'm going to be using all of those. So this might be the first 3 or 4 months of this year. I might eat nothing but curry, because I love me some curry chicken. I've got some beef in the fridge. I got pork in the fridge. So Fatima, I got all my meats. Gadija, I got all my meats together. So I don't have any excuse now not to cook my recipes, because I love curry. Again, thank you for your generosity and thank you for your friendship. I can feel you guys all the way across the water. Love you so much. Hope you're having a God bless day today. And I know you got something good going on in that kitchen always. So let's get started. Now, on the back of this packaging, it says that there's a recipe for chicken brai. I'm going to call it brai masala. Okay, the recipe on the back here calls for a kilo of chicken, which is about a little bit over a pound of chicken. And it tells me to make the marinade for the chicken using this spice packet. 1 teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste and 1 tablespoon of oil, lemon juice, and salt to taste. Rub it into the chicken. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do to modify it a little bit. Now, because it's not going to be just me eating the food or just adults eating, I'm going to have to just break it down a little bit and make sure that the babies can eat it as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use everything in here. I'm going to add the brown sugar is what I'm going to do. So I'll leave off the lemon juice and the other ingredients I will put in there. So what I'm going to do, because this is 6 pounds of chicken, y'all know I got the max amount of chicken. We have to cook lots around here, so I have to use a tablespoon per pound. So that's one. Well, that was more than one actually. And I think if I use, okay, ooh, that's a lot. This might work out just right. I think 3. Okay, there's about 6 tablespoons in here. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour it all in there. So that will take care of this package. And thank God that they were so generous and sent me those other packs, because I can make more. And I'm going to be getting with them because if this will is something they can get out there, that if people like this curry, then we can figure out how they can order the curry or, any of the seasons. So this is about 5.5 to 6 tablespoons of that masala, and I'm going to put into it it's not going to be overly sweet, 2 tablespoons. Now I'm thinking that's going to be all right. You know me, I like to, we're in my experimenting kitchen this morning, so before we get too carried away and mix it all in there and not taste right. It has flecks of peppers in there, so we know that it has a little bit of a kick to it, y'all. But I think this brown sugar with anything is just good. And the kids will love it the more. Now I'm just going to taste of that. Yeah. Fatima Gadija, the brown sugar is going to work for me. And I'll be able to put this onto the chicken. And hopefully it won't be too spicy for the children. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get it going here. And we're going to get it all mixed up. And once we get everything all mixed up, we're going to go ahead and put it onto the chicken so that it can go ahead and marinate a little bit. And then we're going to pop it in the oven. I've got, that is probably 18 drums in there. Okay. Alrighty, so I do want to put my extra garlic in there. Let's go ahead. It's easier to go ahead and get the garlic going in the mixture. So what are y'all cooking for dinner today? I'm cooking a light dinner today. Not a whole lot. We have, it's over the holidays. Seems like when we come off these holidays, honey, we just about to be wiped out almost. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to eat too much. Trying to cook smaller meals these days. Smaller meals, y'all. Because we are working on diets and those kind of things. Just trying to stay healthy. I think I told y'all the other day I started on my rehab program. So I'm going to be doing more and more and more. They gave me a little dietary book, so I'll be doing more and more things um, like that, as far as meals are concerned. So, but we're just gonna try to make them as good and as interesting as we possibly can as we go along. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I've got a sifter here. I'm gonna go ahead and sift her through. Oh, that is gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be good. Good, 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 good. Yes, indeed, y'all. When you're cooking from recipes, it's just hard. It's just I'm just a person that is just used to making up recipes and making up and modifying recipes. So, but even I tell y'all when I'm cooking things, a lot of y'all give me feedback and say, well, I put this, that, and the third in mine. My thing is go for it. Put whatever you like in it. Don't let me take your traditional way. And if mine tastes better and you want to go ahead and use mine, or if you feel like what you're making tastes better, by all means. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Trust me. I'm glad to have you modify my recipes, because then when you send me other ways to do it, that just gives us more variety, because y'all do know that variety is the spice of life. Okay. Again, I hope you all are continuing to pray. There are just so many things. We got to pray for the situation in our country, that cool level heads will prevail in this military situation that's going on around here. We are definitely praying for that. I've got family members overseas going over on the way. In fact, my nephew is on his way. My sister's child is on his way out of here today. Didn't get a chance to talk to him, so I talked to his wife yesterday, and she said he was getting all of his things together. You know how they have to get their little duffel bags together and get ready to hit that road. So we're just praying, for his safety and for his peace of mind. It's not just all physical stuff, honey. It's going, it's something on your mind when you are going into a war situation, and we don't ever know how that stuff is gonna turn out. We don't know what's on these folks' mind half the time. At least I don't, anyway. And my husband was a 30-year veteran. My older son, Big John or Derek, was in the Marines for 10 years. Tony was in the Navy. Now we got McCall in the Army. We got DeAnthony. McCall is my grandson. DeAnthony is my nephew. So I've got military. So I've been around military folk all of my adult life, and we've always had that cross to bear, as far as praying for and thinking about a loved one in a situation like that. So we tell God, thank you that those men were okay. They made it through, and we know that God is going to bring DeAnthony and McCall. If he has to go, we know it's going to be all right. Just a matter of us continuing to trust God and pray. That's why we have to pray without ceasing, because there's always this situation with whether this is a war or conflict or whatever, everybody can pray for that. That's a situation where we all need to be praying on that. We don't need to leave a stone unturned on that prayer line. Because those young men and women need it. And one, I have a young lady that she's not a blood kin, but I've adopted her as a daughter. She is in, I think, like a quartermaster in supply or something like that. I'm not sure which, but she's in Iraq. So, she's over there where all that stuff is going on. So I've got a lot of people that I'm lifting in prayer and asking God to keep under his wing of safety, and to bring those kids on back home here so we can love on them in person. But certainly we're going to keep them prayed up, y'all. We just got to keep them prayed up. Okay, so I'm about ready. What I did, I sieved through my seasoning again. I'm gonna pull out a few red peppers because the babies are gonna eat. We're gonna see. And what I'm going to do with these ones that I sieved out, oh, they're not going to waste, Fatima, y'all. We keeping all of this goodness. That's goodness right there. We're gonna do something. I'm gonna do something else with that. I'll make another sauce because some of us do like it hot. So this is, I did it like this. Okay. All right. Again, we're in the test kitchen, y'all. We're in the test kitchen, so we have to figure out how hot things are gonna be. It looks so wonderful. I love red pepper flakes. I put that red pepper flakes like that. That goes in my salsa now. That salsa is private stock, so nobody likes it really but Lauren and I that lives here anyway. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this marinade rubbed onto this chicken, and then we're going to come back, cover it, and we're going to go ahead and slide it through the oven because it's going to be in a couple of hours, and I need to get it going because it's almost 1 o'clock. Now, the other items that are on the menu today, remember I told y'all I was going through my freezer and I'm going to start pulling food out of the freezer. Well, guess what I found? Lima beans. So we're going to do the chicken, the lima beans. I'm going to cook fresh, some fresh rice. Got tongue tied. I'm going to cook some fresh rice, and I'll probably boil corn. And that's going to be dinner today. So I am keeping to my word about going through my cabinet, or not cabinet, but through my freezer and pulling food out rather than just cooking, from scratch every single time that I cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and we do. You all know how to marinate meat and rub meat. You do just what it says. Rub. Just rub that seasoning on. I got a little bit of oil in the pan. That's what they call for oil on this. So I went ahead and poured some oil on. But you just take your hands and just get in there and I scored my chicken so that goodness will go all the way through it. So you just get your hands in there and get it all marinated up. And then I got veggies. Did I show y'all my veggies? I already cut my peppers, onions, and some carrots up. Got them going and seasoned up. And they're going to go in there after I get everything done. So hang on just a minute. We're going to get this in the oven in about 10 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters, that masala chicken with a little bit of Peggy's twist on it is ready to go into the oven. I've got it all marinated and rubbed down very good, and I've got it veggied up. Got bell peppers, onions, and celery. That's 6 pounds of meat, and there are 6 pounds of chicken, a half of a large bell pepper, 1 large onion, 2 stalks of celery, and about a couple of cups of baby carrots. I'm just going to place a piece of foil over. I'm not going to tighten it down because I don't want a lot of juice to form in there. I want that seasoning to go through it, and I want it to glaze, almost like a glaze on there, so it'll be nice and just good. Just lay it on top of that jasmine rice, and we're going to have us a God bless time when this food gets ready. So, Fatima, Gadija, thank y'all so much for this seasoning, and I will let you know what it's like. You'll see it again on the flavor train. If not, I'll make sure that you know how well we enjoyed it. I know we will. I can tell by the fragrance coming off of it. So let's get this into the oven, get it cooking. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna let it stay in there till about 2:30. So that's a good hour and a half. It should be good and done and falling off the bone, and all my seasoning should have gone through it. I'm gonna take and from time to time I'll go back in there and brush it to make sure that seasoning goes on top. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to leave. I'm just going to place the foil across it. Not going to tie it down. Just going to place it on there just like that and let it cook. Not going to tighten it down. Now once it gets finished cooking, I'll let it rest with the foil on. How's that? Okay, so we'll be back in an hour and a half. This is sort of a long meal because it does take an hour and a half, but it doesn't take all that much time to get it together. So y'all get you a sandwich or something, find you a good movie to watch until we get this food ready. So be right back. Okay, y'all, dinner is moving right along. I don't know who's going to get off that flavor train today. In fact, I haven't talking about it today, I don't think. I got some corn going. I got 7 little ears. I decided to throw some corn in the pot. And of course, I got my good old seasoned rice. That is going to be for the chicken most especially. And I found 2 containers of guess what? So we got plenty of Lima beans. I found 2 containers, so I might not even need but one. Anyway, I got 2 containers of lima beans, so we got lima beans going on. So we're doing lima beans, corn, rice, and masala chicken. So we'll be back. It'll be done here about another 45 minutes. It'll be ready to chow on. Okay, y'all, dinner is served. If the flavor train's coming, it can come on because I am done. It is like 3:54, ahead of schedule, y'all. On the back burner, there's some boiled butter and brown sugar corn, some yellow seasoned rice, lima beans, courtesy of having leftovers in my freezer. How about that? Look, you just can't beat leftovers when you have plenty of them and they still taste good. And of course, this is that beautiful, wonderful chicken braai masala. Chicken braai masala. That's what I'm gonna say. And thanks to my beautiful, wonderful friends Fatima and Gadija for sending me this beautiful sauce. It smells amazing, and Lord have mercy, it tastes even more amazing. So we can't wait to sit down to this meal. We're going to serve, of course, the chicken over the rice, and we're just going to enjoy this meal. It's a short and sweet one today because, like I said, we have eaten so much food over the last. Love you guys so much. Listen, until I decide to cook again, keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Toodaloo. Love you. I saw so much of myself in them. So, we checked up.